Standing in the tire shop wondering which rubber to trust with your truck. Yeah, we've all been there, staring at options that look identical while someone tries selling you whatever pays their commission. Here's the problem: wrong tires mean either sliding through wet intersections or listening to road noise louder than a bad marriage. Right tires. Your truck handles like it should for the next 60,000 miles. We've analyzed 7 category-leading tires based on professional testing and real-world user data, from highway cruisers to winter warriors to off-road beasts. No marketing BS, just the straight truth about what actually works. By the end, you'll know exactly which tire matches your truck and your driving. Let's get into it. Kicking things off, our first tire is the Toyo Open Country A T3. The Toyo Open Country A T3 is that straight a student who also quarterbacked the football team. Yeah, we all knew someone like that. Annoying as hell, but when you need someone reliable, that's who you want. This tire's got the 3 PMSF Snowflake certification. Actual winter approval, not just marketing fluff. Snow testing shows 9 to 10 ratings, with one tester saying it's almost as good as a dedicated winter tire. Ice performance sits around 7 to 8, which frankly beats most all-terrains by a mile. Ridge Grappler can't touch that. Here's the kicker on wet roads. High silica compound and dense siping make it grip wet pavement like it forgot it was raining. Hydroplaning resistance is exceptional, though fair warning, nothing's bulletproof on standing water at highway speeds. Off-road, those reinforced sidewalls handle Arizona rock gardens without whining. Stone ejectors keep tread clear in gravel. The alternating shoulder grooves self-clean in mud better than expected for something this road-friendly. Motor Trend aired one down to 10 psi during a recovery and it just shrugged it off. Road manners surprise folks. Variable pitch design keeps highway drone minimal. Most aggressive ATS sound like you're riding on railroad ties. This one lets you have a conversation. Toyo backs it with 65,000 miles warranty and real-world numbers support it. Now the honest bits, premium pricing matches premium performance, but that sticker shock is real. Compared to BFG KO3, the Toyo wins on rain and snow but loses slightly on extreme rock durability. Against Falken Wildpeak, it's a toss-up. Both excellent, pick your poison. And yeah, some folks report fuel economy takes a small hit, though nothing dramatic. Next up, we've got the Nitto Ridge Grappler. The Nitto Ridge Grappler's got what I call the mullet approach. Business on the highway, party in the dirt, and it actually pulls off both. This hybrid terrain tire looks meaner than a junkyard dog, but purrs like a kitten on the interstate. That variable pitch tread pattern keeps road noise down to where you'd swear you're running highway tires. Most aggressive treads sound like a washboard. This one doesn't. Now, the important stuff. 3-ply sidewall construction with alternating groove channels that kick out rocks and mud. Deep tread blocks give serious bite on loose terrain, and those built-in stone ejectors keep the grooves clean when things get sketchy. On dry pavement, users rate it 4.8 out of 5. Wet roads, solid 4.4, though the BFGoodrich KO3 edges it out in heavy rain. Here's the honest truth on winter. Light snow, no problem. Heavy ice, you're gonna want something with that 3 PMSF snowflake rating. It'll handle typical winter, just don't expect miracles on black ice. Durability wise, folks see 40 to 60,000 miles with regular rotations. No official tread warranty, but the construction quality backs up the reputation. Bottom line, if you need one tire to do everything pretty darn well, instead of 5 tires that each do one thing great, the Ridge Grappler's your answer. Moving on, let's take a look at the Falken Wildpeak A T3W. The Wildpeak A T3W is that dependable buddy, not the flashiest guy at the party, but when the weather turns ugly, he's the one who shows up with chains and a shovel. This tire wears the 3 PMSF Snowflake badge, and here's the kicker, it actually earns it. Snow stopping distance, 30 meters, while others are still sliding past 35. One Colorado driver even ditched his winter tires, calling these better than some actual snow tires. Ice traction isn't magic, but 7 to 8 ratings beat most all-terrains by a mile. Wet roads. This is where the Falken flexes. Best in class wet braking, 37 meters versus KO2's 45. That's 2 car lengths you're not explaining to your insurance company. High silica compound and 3D canyon siping keep grip even when the sky opens up. Off-road chops, solid but not spectacular. Deep tread blocks bite dirt, gravel, and light mud without complaint, but don't expect the mud to rain. Hardcore rocks and swamp bogs aren't its jam. Still, one tester aired down to 10 PSY in Australia's high country and said they exceeded expectations. On the highway, these surprise folks. Variable pitch tread keeps the noise to a hum. No need to shout over railroad tied drone. And durability backed with a 55,000 mile warranty, with many users reporting 60K plus and even one crazy set hitting 100K. Trade-offs? They're heavy, so expect a 1 to 2 miles per gallon hit. Some lighter rigs report a bit of highway wander at first. And if you're into aggressive looks, the tread's more practical engineer than weekend warrior. Next up, we've got the BFGoodrich All-Terrain T KO3. The KO3 is what happens when the king finally listens to his people. KO2 was a legend, but everyone complained it slid like a hockey puck in the rain. BFG heard it loud and clear, went back to the drawing board and gave us the kid who went to college and actually learned something. Same bomb-proof DNA, core guard sidewalls that shrug off rocks like mosquitoes, but now it grips in the wet. Testing shows it stops car lengths shorter than the KO2. One Jeep owner called the difference night and day. Wider water channels and new tread compound finally fixed the weak spot. The surprise. It's whisper quiet. Most ATS drone like corduroy, this one barely hums. A Gladiator driver even swore he could hear his wind noise for the first time. Off-road, it's still bulletproof. Mud-phobic bars clear muck, Baja bred shoulder lugs claw through ruts, and gravel fling is reduced. Alaska mud test proved it won't pack up when things get sloppy. Winter chops got better too. Still 3 PMSF certified like KO2, but snow braking improved, pulling 9+ ratings. Ice isn't perfect at 8.4, but better than before. Colorado drivers say they've ditched winter tires altogether. Now the fine print, it's heavy, especially in E-load, so expect 1 to 2 miles per gallon hit and a little sluggishness on smaller rigs. Gravel still likes to hitch a ride in the tread, and premium performance comes with premium price. Durability is family tradition, 50,000 mile tread warranty, with many seeing 60K plus on rotations. Interlocking 3D siping keeps blocks from chunking, and wear stays even. Moving on, let's take a look at the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac. The Duratrac is that uncle who shows up to Thanksgiving in camo boots, tells the best hunting stories, but talks loud enough the neighbors complain. Legendary in some ways, a handful in others. What made this tire famous? Winter dominance. The 3 PMSF snowflake badge isn't just decoration, it earns it. Users rate it 9 out of 10 in deep snow, with folks ditching dedicated winters. One guy swore his truck climbed ice-covered forest roads where he couldn't even walk. Mud and loose terrain? Equally strong. Those tractive groove channels self-clean faster than a politician changes positions, and deep tread blocks bite clay, sand, and dirt like a true mud terrain wannabe. Here's the trade-off: noise. Brand new, they're surprisingly civilized. Past 30,000 miles, the drone grows. Push beyond half tread, and you're announcing yourself 3 blocks away. One guy's wife flat out refused to ride anymore. Not for performance, just the howl. Wet pavement starts decent, but fades with age. Hydroplaning resistance is solid early on, but as the compound hardens and siping wears, grip drops, especially in that dangerous damp but not soaked zone. Durability though is impressive. Most see 60 to 70,000 miles with rotations. Some even push 80,000. That deep 18-30 seconds tread gives plenty of life, but skip maintenance and you'll get cupping that makes the noise always worse. Goodyear tried to fix complaints with the new Duratrac RT. Tougher 3-ply sidewalls, Kevlar reinforcement, quieter at first, but they dropped the studding option hardcore winter guys loved. Can't please everyone. Next up, we've got the Continental TerrainContact AT. The TerrainContact AT is that guy at the country club who wears pressed khakis to go fishing. You think he'll be useless in the dirt, then he quietly outperforms everyone else without breaking a sweat. Independent testing shows it playing a different game. Wet braking, stopped 16 meters shorter than the worst competitor. Nearly 2 car lengths, you're not rear-ending someone. Dry pavement, best in class again. One tester said it handled rain like the road forgot it was wet. That Selane compound and Traction Plus tech deliver grip that isn't just marketing talk. Here's what shocks truck guys. It's whisper quiet. Owners call it nearly as hushed as a highway tire. Comfort scores hit 8.9 out of 10. Rare for an all-terrain. Highway cruising feels like touring rubber, not aggressive tread. Off-road, it's capable but not extreme. Dirt, gravel, light trails, no problem. Users rate it 8.7 on dirt, 8.4 on rocks. But it's not pretending to be a mud terrain. Deep mud and serious crawling. You'll find its limits quick. This is built for the 90-10 driver. 90% pavement, 10% dirt roads and campgrounds. Winter's mixed. No 3 PMSF snowflake, but performance is better than expected. Light to moderate snow is fine. One driver ran hours through a blizzard without issue. Ice is weaker, around 7.2 out of 10, so competitors with the snowflake badge still do better in serious winter. Longevity impresses. Backed with a 60,000 mile warranty, owners regularly hit or exceed it. Some report 70,000 miles with regular rotations, still happy enough to buy again. And finally, we wrap up our list with Michelin Defender LTX. The Michelin Defender LTX-M/S is your neighbor with the beige Camry and the fat retirement account. Boring as oatmeal, reliable as sunrise. This tire doesn't do drama, it just does everything right. Wet braking, best in class. Dry handling, 9.5 out of 10 from owners. Road and Track called it best overall highway terrain. One Silverado driver said flat out, the handling cannot be beat. The real trick, silence. Swap to these and your truck cabin feels like a library. Michelin's Max Touch design kills road noise, and comfort scores hit 9.2 out of 10. Longevity is where it shines. A 70,000 mile warranty with many owners hitting 80K. Michelin even claims the new MS2 lasts 2 extra years versus rivals. Dollar per mile math works in your favor. Wet weather, rock solid. 4 wide channels, clear water fast. Hydroplaning resistance is excellent, and that silica compound grips like it means it. One Florida driver said 0 hydroplaning issues through storm season. Winter is the compromise. Light snow is fine at about 8.9, but ice traction drops to 7.2. And with no 3 PMSF snowflake, it's not built for serious winter. Off-road, limited. Gravel and dirt are fine. Mud and rocks are not. This is highway rubber first, campsite access second. Trade-offs, Michelin price. Around $200 to $300 a tire. But where cheaper tires quit at $40,000, these keep rolling to $70,000 to $80,000. Fuel economy stays solid thanks to low rolling resistance.